Hello, it's Kim again. It is November, or sorry, it's December 5th. Just a brief update. Took my dog in today. She has cancer, and the lumps is quite a bit larger than it was last week, unfortunately. And so she had her acupuncture and her light treatment, and I got a cellular detox stuff, and she has an appointment with a surgeon and a cancer specialist gal next week to possibly discuss, I don't know what, biopsy. Yeah, so I'm trying to not be upset. And yesterday I uh, sent my was it yesterday or the day before, I guess. I don't know. I sent my doctor, I guess it was Monday. I hand delivered a letter to my doctor, which I probably should have rewrote again. I rewrote it several times. But sorry. God, my nose itches a lot. There's allergens in this apartment. Cuz I don't clean very much. But yeah, so I sent her a letter kind of, well, asking for what I want, which is to take 100 milligrams a week of tea, which a lot of people start out with. Many people. And I'm extremely knowledgeable about this process and the clinicals, and I've read a lot, all this stuff. So I requested that, and I also had to sadly correct her because when she sent me a letter, well, she didn't give me the complete lab results, which I asked for. And then also, she misquoted, or I not quoted, but she wrote down effects of tea, and she left a whole bunch out. And the ones that she put, she said were all permanent effects. I think I talked about this before. Hair loss or growth, voice change, period stopping, acne, I forget what else she said, but she only listed a few things, only two of which are irreversible, which is hair loss or growth and the voice. I know I've talked about this before. So, well, the thing is, if I was someone else, if I was not totally informed like I am and have been for a long time, if I was a patient who really didn't know, but they just knew they wanted to be a man and they kind of knew a little, but if they got this letter, they would have been misinformed. Okay? And that might have stopped them from doing this. If they knew that maybe they didn't have an option to stop, and that if they got acne or that their period would never come back or whatever, I don't know who would want their period to come back, but regardless, it's actually wrong, and I dare say illegal for a doctor to give out incorrect information, especially in writing to a patient. So she lucked out because I know better. But I pointed it out to her in the letter. I tried to be nice, but I said, you really should know that here's all these other effects too, but they're all reversible except for the hair, the voice, and I think there was one other thing that might. Anyway, most of them are irreversible, but the hair and the voice are the main two ones that are irreversible. The period will always come back, sadly, unless you have menopause like I do, which is. Anyway, so I had to write that, and I felt bad, and I know she probably felt dumb or mad or something, but I had to do it. It's not cool. She needs to know. And I said that in the letter. I said, look, I wanted to point these out because I know the truth, because I've done so much research, but a lot of people might not know that, and they would take your information to be correct, and it actually wasn't. So yeah, I feel like a bastard, but I had to do it, and I was pretty demanding. See, I think I have to calm down I'm kind of this way. It's not from the tea or anything. I'm just this way. So I've been trying to write things or whatever before I say them or before I mail them and review them. And I did. I reviewed that letter a lot, like over 2 weeks I did. And then I wish I would have waited a day because my friend edited it for me and did a real nice edit. And I should have waited, but I didn't hear from her. So I went ahead and hand delivered it. And of course I got home and there was the nicer edit. So I need to run things through maybe some people who aren't quite so demanding or something. But, I have a reason to be demanding. But anyway, so I did that, and that was Monday. And actually yesterday I got a call at 10 a.m. Now, I was still in bed because I'm lazy and I stay up late. So I was still in bed and I heard the phone was right there, but I didn't pick it up because I don't usually. But I looked at it and I saw that it was from Country Doctor, and I should have picked it up because it was probably my doctor. Because I wrote in the letter, will you please call me or email me or write to me, whatever. But I put my number, and I bet it was her, but she didn't leave a message. So I wonder if she had just read the letter that morning, gotten mad, and called me, but then thought better of leaving a message. Oops. But whatever. And then I actually called Country Doctor later, but you have to sit on hold forever. And I thought, no, if she has something to say to me, she can call me, or maybe she wrote to me. So, anyway, in the letter, I didn't demand it, but I said I would like to start taking 100 milligrams a week starting this Saturday, December 8th. So anyway, so today I felt kind of guilty. I know she's not there today, but she's there tomorrow and Friday. So I actually sent her another little card, like a little postcard in an envelope, and said, look, I apologize for being demanding and rather harsh. I'm just really eager. I've waited so many years to do this transition, and I've studied it, and I've researched it, and I have good reason to be eager, but I also want to work with you. So together we can do this. So I was trying to be nice and concede. So I'm thinking that she probably wrote me back. She actually does write me back. I bet she wrote me back and said, I bet she did an in between. So I asked for 100 a week. She had prescribed me 50 every 2 weeks. So 25 a week, because I'm doing it weekly regardless. So I bet she did something in the middle and said, well, let's start with doubling it and do 50 a week. So that I will be willing to do that for 2 or 3 weeks and then have my blood drawn and then go up from there. I'm trying to be nice, but I'm eager. In other news, I had previously posted a video, but I took it down. I am going to be in a documentary. My friends are doing it. They've done films before. They're not famous, or anything, but there's some trans documentaries that have been done. Most of them were done a long time ago, and they aren't great. I mean, the production values and stuff. I'm not dissing them. I've seen a couple of them, but they're old, and they're. So anyway. This guy's a photographer. He's a really beautiful filmmaker and photographer. He really knows what he's doing, production value-wise and like quality and all that. So they want to do it. I didn't ask anybody. I would never do that. This is hard enough doing these videos, but they want to do it. They really want to do it. So we discussed it. And of course, it makes me afraid. Like, what if I back out? What if I decide not to transition? Oh my God, because frankly, if my parents were on board, and I haven't told them yet. I'm terrified to tell them, my family. But if that was over and done with and they were okay with it, then I would not have any of these worries. That is the reason why I'm second guessing this. I have other little things like, oh, I'm going to miss my higher voice because it's kind of high or whatnot. But really, I'm not. I'm going to be fine. It's just the family thing. So anyway, it does bring up issues because by doing a documentary, I will be visible. This will be shown. I don't know where or how exactly, but the plan is to enter it into some film festivals and stuff. So, I mean, obviously this wouldn't be for a year or two, right? But anyway, it's good. My point is I'm going to be very visible. So there will be no hiding. and there will be no stealthness. And I had considered the stealth thing for a minute, but I don't actually want to try to pretend that I'm a bio straight male because I'm not. And I don't really want to hide. I've hid enough, or rather, just not talked about my past much. I've kept stuff inside. I've never been completely truthful with my family about anything having to do with this issue because I was scared, and not everything's their business either. But I'm tired, of it. So it's scary to think that my family could possibly see this. Now it's rather doubtful. They don't really go to film festivals, and this isn't going to come out in the theater. So, and they don't look at independent films on Netflix or anything like that. So whatever. And they're not going to be interviewed for this unless something drastic happens. And I do tell them, and they're okay with it. But, so it brought up some issues. I was having dreams last night, I mean, talk about being visible. I mean, but, if this doc turns out really well, it'll be sort of cathartic for me, but it could also really help other people who might see it and not be trans, but at least get a glimpse of it and think, oh, wow, I kind of understand it now. Or maybe they know someone who's trans and say, you should see this film or whatever. There's a solution or something. I don't know. It's just a thought, but it could also just be fun. And I don't know. There's possibilities. So we'll see what happens. I'm meeting with them today for a minute just to do some sort of just preliminary filming because I'm very new on T. So they have to start filming soon because they want to get, weekly how I've changed, if I've changed. I haven't changed. I mean, I haven't changed. My dose is too low. So, but that's the other news. So, yeah, it's kind of scary and weird and flattering. And they're really excited. I guess they've been looking for a doc topic and subject for years. They just haven't found the right thing. And this is like kind of new and random and modern, or it's on the forefront. I mean, trans people are still in the shadows, but they're starting to come out, and I don't know. It could be huge, or it could be seen by two people. I don't know. So I'm doing it regardless. So yeah, that's my news. Pretty interesting, and mainly just thinking about my dog and my dose, and I'm having guilt about being harsh with my doctor because I'm nice. I'm a nice person, but I get mad because I want things done, and but I can't be mean or like too demanding because they could literally fire me as a patient. So if I'm seen as uncompliant or demanding, and I don't want to be that way. So, but I'm still going to advocate for myself. And if I don't get what I want pretty soon, then I will go see someone else. Is that Lady Luck moving around back there? Can you see her? There she is, right there. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, that's about it. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah. See my dimple? Hopefully that won't go away when I have facial hair. I don't think it will. All right. Bye.